I welcome my panelists who are the esteems in their own endoscopic units. To start, I will likely to call Nalini Bagul, then Dr. Subhash Malya, Manish Pandya sir, Dinesh Kansal madam, and Suyesh Nawal to give their opinion about this panel. This panel will be something different, not the usual one. We'll having a discussions because my task is how to set up an endoscopy unit. So I'll be much more like an entrepreneur, which will have a different mindset of a question as far as the nursing home is considered and as far as the corporate hospitals are considered. So endoscopy unit, when you're talking about the endoscopy unit for any endoscopy surgeon, is like a heart. And did we have then different systems? We have a different situation as Anurag was talking about in a nursing home freelancing endoscopic unit. So these are the different systems we are talking about. In our heartbeats, we have a different pulse rate, we have a different flow, we have different volumes of the pulse. So my question to Dr. Nalini, what is your thought process when you're thinking of a setting of a endoscopic unit in nursing home setup? Dr. Nalini, you are there?
Sir, अभी just join हो रहे हैं sir. मैंने just phone किया अभी.
Okay.
Madam is here, but then.
Okay, so I'll just wait for another single minute. Subhash and all of you, I'm really thankful that you have taken much more effort and sending me a little bit inputs what we are going to discuss today. And
Sir.
also to Dinesh madam also. And the first I received the PPT from Manish sir. So I'm really thankful.
Thank you.
The last sir.
Hello.
Yeah, Nalini, this is the question for you. What is your thought?
Just a minute, audio is not working.
Madam, we can hear you. Madam, we can hear you.
Yeah.
So what is your thought process? We are thinking of setting up an endoscopy unit in a nursing home.
In the nursing home, we have to see starting from the OT table. We have to see that the height of the table should be just below the waist of the surgeon. Then the fulcrum should be in the middle, not in the at any corner, because the height will, whenever you do the headlock position, at that time the height will go on increasing. If it is the central fulcrum, the height will not increase. Then the stirrup, Allen type of stirrups are more useful because they will prevent the DVT in the patient. Then this is the setup that you should have. Next.
Okay, so Nalini, another questions to you. Like when you're talking about nursing home setup, what I mean to say, there are the certain concerns.
Ashish sir, sorry to interrupt. Nalini ma'am, can you switch on your video, please? We cannot see you.
See, it is highlights.
Dominic?
My video is not.
Okay.
We can continue.
I just want your concern about your first is a सबसे बड़ा रुपया. So you thought of when you are nursing home owner, you thought of your money capacity and you have to outflow and inflow.
Right.
So that is the concern about the nursing home. And second concern is getting the trained staff.
Right.
Because all where you are not getting that trained staff, you are not having a 2 or 3 assistants in your OT. So how do you overcome that particular setup when you're talking about nursing home setup?
See, the staff, about the staff, I can train the staff along with me only. First time, whenever you start with the setup, the nursing staff will not be trained. In that case, we have to train the staff, and then we have to train ourselves first and then train the staff. And afterwards, we don't have to train one staff. We have to train all our staff. One on the OT. She will be guiding our trolley. Then one is looking after the camera system.
Just to cut short, what we need to understand in a nursing home, we need to develop our own team. And in corporate, I will go to the later on with the same question to Dinesh madam.
Secondly, we have to have other instruments also, and that is the camera system. Initially, we should have a 3-chip camera. Then whenever the patients go on, when the flow is increased, patient flow is increased, then we can shift to 3D or 4D camera system. About the this instruments also, the bipolar and the scissors we can use initially, but afterwards, whenever when the patient flow increases, then we can shift to harmonic or other better
Okay.
modality.
Now I'll ask Devan, because how you will decide the camera system? It's a optic at the nursing home level. It's something different, because if in a corporate they can afford anything because they are a multi specialty structure. But in a nursing home, what is your decision factors about the optics? Because that is another when you're talking about the scanning anything, you require a good optics, you require a good vision. So does the budget matters? Vision is a ultimate factor in precision dissection when you do a retroperitoneal dissections. So do you think if not someone is like myself coming into the endoscopy for the first time, do you I suggest me to go for a refurnishing systems, Devan?
Sir, first of all, we need to decide. Like we have fixed budget, right? All the doctors, they don't have the ample amount of money that at the beginning they will spend for 3D for 40, 50 lakhs, 80 lakhs rupees, and so on. Especially when we are starting new nursing home, then we have budget, limited budget. In that case, if for initial push-up or initial start, you may go for refurbished system. That is up to you. The ultimate aim is to have a good vision and to give good result to your patient. You cannot give good result to your patient without having good result or good vision.
Yeah.
So for good vision, if you think that your budget is not up to the mark to buy the new system, then it is better to buy a refurbished one. Though I don't promote refurbished one, but still, if you don't have that much of budget, then definitely you have to go for refurbished one. The ultimate aim is good vision. Secondly, if you are thinking of optics, then there is not only one thing which is optic. There is also a good bipolar cautery. There is good instruments. There are few things which is anesthesia trolley. So the LED light system and all. So it is not only optics. The other things also we may think
So
of.
Devan, just to interrupt you in a minute, like if I have a stipulated money with me as beginner, and I wish to take a refurnished camera system. So usually I go to the anyone whoever is referring that, because I done my training from XYZ. They recommend me, this is the particular person you meet and follow the things. And what is your advice to the junior when you are talking about the camera system? Whether you purchase or whether you have a trial for one case and then go ahead, or make a part payment, because in Gujarat we always think of a money first. And
See, first of all, almost every dealer, they will give you system to use for some days. So what you can do is you can ask them to give that system for few days, like for 1 week or 10 days or so, and don't make payment 100% directly.
yeah.
Okay, you give them some amount of money. After 10 to 15 days, if you are satisfied with your system, you give them some amount of money.
Certain times, what they talked about is if you are taking a camera from another, taking a light source from different person, so then they are saying that is not compatible. This light system is
No. It is always better to take everything from one dealer only. That will be good. Secondly, whosoever is supplying in your city, so many users are there, better to buy from that particular person, so that his response will be right and response will be good.
So do you think in a conferences what we talking about the camera system of a Striker, camera system of the Straws, does this company logo like a Mercedes, BMW, that makes a difference?
See, ultimately what is comfortable to you, that matters. Mercedes or BMW or Maruti 800, if you are not comfortable in driving BMW, then just after running after logo, that I don't prefer personally. If you are comfortable with Striker, you use Striker. If you are comfortable with Karl Storz, you
then coming down to the which surgery you are doing. If I'm doing a simple diagnostic, whether I should be investing into 3D or shall I do a 2D, because single chip camera nowadays no one is using it, though the newer comes. They are not using a single.
For hysteroscopy, sir, there is little bit difference, because in hysteroscopy, you can use the system which is not that much, costly or 3D. 3D will not be useful in hysteroscopy. But in laparoscopy, even if you are doing simple diagnostic, it turns many a times you put a scope inside and then you realize that it is not simple surgery anymore.
Yeah.
it is great for endometriosis or so on, then you will have to operate or you have to call someone. Someone will also come, and if that particular person is not comfortable in operating in your system, then ultimately the patient's result will be hampered, you know.
Okay, so Devan, so what is your pros and cons when you're talking about the vision system? What one should be taken into account?
I'll tell just in 1 minute. I'll tell my story. Yeah. I was using refurbished system, Striker 1188. Okay, I don't promote it, but I was.
Everyone starts with that thing.
Yeah. That was the first, and I was doing even radical surgeries in that system. But ultimately, when my comfort was not that much good in doing grade 4 endometriosis or radical surgeries, radical hysterectomies in that particular system, I directly jumped on 3D. So now I'm using 3D. I'm very much comfortable in using 3D right now, because after
one should be taken with a pinch of salt, that our life is much more that we should be more confident in doing the major complex surgeries. So when the issue of the complex surgery comes, we know the vision that makes a difference. Okay.
Yeah.
So to Dr. Subhash, we had a brilliant visual system. Now we have a OT set up at a nursing home, which is at par with everything. Now you started doing the surgery. Let's plan for the heart surgery, because in a heart surgery, what we worried about is the blood loss. So we have the major surgeries to put forward for you, and then the bleeding starts. You are good, excellent endoscopic surgeon. The suturing all the time will not suffice. So you need a perfect cautery. So what do you think of decision to make? How do you think that one of the person is taking Alan and you are taking something, a local made cautery? What is the setting that matters? What is the company that matters? Again, in this system also, do you think the principles of the electrosurgery should have some values to know about?
No, definitely, sir. As you rightly said, sir. Ashish sir has said, the principles of knowing the electrosurgery definitely makes a difference, because you need to know what exactly you're using, how exactly is it working or not. Now, again, coming into the best system, as you have rightly put, sir, this 5, just a representative picture, sir. Each of these cautery system is good, but then how to use it is also equally important. You should know. Again, as you told, in your pocket, how much does it work? Because whether it is worth buying 16 lakh rupees ka first tried, or whether it is even 1 lakh rupees machine also works in this. But what you have to understand is why I have said is, as you have put it, sir, the objective is incorporate these laparoscopic energy sources, make it affordable and reproducible. These are the decisions which help you in buying a machine to make it safe and effective. Now, you have to have it tested. You have to have it CMARC approval, and it is not just any XYZ cautery, because you need to know it has been tested and not. And more importantly is the affordably part of it. Not only that, as Devan has said, Devan's story is a very nice story where he started it from a scratch, and now he's got a 3D. Now, if you ask him what cautery is he using, he must have been using 75,000 rupees ka cautery, and now he has 16 lakhs ka cautery. Yeah. Things are, as you go ahead,
we'll have a group discussion later.
Then this is how you, when you buy a cautery, you buy the best possible thing in the particular, but there's nothing called as an ideal cautery. You can say that harmonic is a good one, and a simple cautery may be a good one, or even a force stride may be good, or a vessel sealer. No, depends on many other factors like preference. Now, cost definitely is a factor which matters. You have to have all these things tested. There should be a good one. And again, in this medical legal era, you cannot have, because small injury on your side, because of your improper use of cautery, can go a long way, in having. I've also had a problem with the cautery, and then I had a big problem with the patient also. So it's very important to when you go and buy a cautery. Now, as it's been written, right, the correct cautery or the ideal cautery comes in the next slide.
When you are now you are an endoscopic committee chairperson as a Foxy. So what is your statement about which is the cautery has to be tested animally, cadaveric, live, surgical? Because it's a message that has to be gone for everyone.
True, sir. Absolutely true, sir. Completely agree with what you have said, sir. And as I put in the next slide, sir, you can just go to the next slide, sir. There's nothing called as we have to cutting costs, but we have not cut the care. The care of the patient is of utmost important. We can cut the cost, but not without the cutting care. And there is nothing called as an ideal one. So there is nothing like called waiting, like all the women are waiting here for the perfect man. There's nothing like a perfect man. There's nothing like a perfect cautery. It's how well you use and how well you know to use it is what matters at the end of the day. Right. Again, these are the things. I mean, this is a basic thing, sir. I just like to slip. Yeah. Now, the problem with the lap and the cautery is that there's a limited access with a limited field of vision. We all know there is a presence of insufflating gas. It's got a very low heating capacity. So instruments usually do not cool rapidly. So understand this aspect, because when you touch a cautery, you should not go and touch the barbed wire.
Subhash,
Sir.
just to ask you,
Sir.
whenever we show in any of the videos, there is too much of charring and with the fumes come up. So that is the good coagulation, or just what do you call it as a white things, which is the good one? Because we say the bipolar, which is only bubbling should come up, then there is a charring, and then there is everything which comes.
No,
So
when you use a very good cautery machine, sir, we will be getting very good machines. It will be very correct. But then, of course, sometimes you take a balance of this. Now, again, as you said, more amount of, sometimes the tissue also does not respond. When you use the same machine, the same cautery in different patients, you can see that the charring may be different. Now, again, the inherent property of the individual also as to how they.
It's capacitance of the current.
Yes.
That's, yeah.
And then accidents, as you have rightly said, this is very, very. If you say that you have not seen one, they are very rare, and it is seen only in textbooks. You are wrong. That means you have not used you've not done enough cases to know. As I said, no, it is not true. There have been incidences for all of us, including myself. I've had a very bad experience about this. And now, you should always say that inspect the insulation carefully. Use the lowest possible power setting. As sir had rightly said about the charring part of it. Use always a low voltage waveform, more so in using a monopolar cut. A monopolar cut is definitely less dangerous than a monopolar coag, than a bipolar in opening the vault. Use brief intermittent activation. Again, as sir had said, if you go on using it for a long time, you will definitely have it. Give a break, because it doesn't act. And the other wrong aspect that most of them do is hold the tissue very tight, and then you coagulate it for a long time. You think it's a better coagulation. It's an absolutely wrong thing. It does not, bipolar or serial doesn't work on that principle. It do not activate in close proximity or direct contact with another instrument. Use bipolar whenever it's appropriate. Selecting an all metal cannula is the safest choice, because you don't want capacitor conductance also problems in this. Utilize the best machine, eliminate the errors about insulation failure. Now, this is what we can use for the correction, sir.
Okay. So now we have everything knowledge, and we have a good camera system, good optics, good machine to work with. So there are the consultants who only go and operate in the corporates, and there are some who manage to do a private as well as the corporate practice. So I would like to ask Dr. Dinesh Madam, what is the principle to decide an endoscopic unit at a corporate level? They thought of their thinking process may be different, because they are multi-specialty units. They have a branding, so they have which is the best one in the world. They should have, because that is the promoting strategy. Do you think there is something difference? Any type of the work pressure? If they buy a robot, then you need to have a 2 or 3 surgeries per month to do, because that revenue generation should be there. Do you think in that way? It is easy to have a high-end machines at your view, because if there is a robot, you tended to use a robot, but that can be done. A simple TLH can be done with the 3-chip camera also. Then the mindset of the operating surgeon will be always biased. If I have the robot, if I have a good system, I will be using that. So what is the extra cost to the patient? What is your view, madam?
Very true, Dr. Ashish. Actually, I set up the endoscopy unit in BLK hospital. This was about 10 years back. And this was a hospital which had just okay budget at that time, but now it's a huge chain, including Max and Nanavati, everything. And but that was the time when I made it a point to buy everything. Because, in these hospitals, when you are new, you are joining a place, whatever you write, they will buy. And later on, to add something is a real problem. So that time I made it a point to buy a harmonic as well as vessel sealer and bipolar, this resectoscope, everything I bought at one go. But now buying the
how many instruments, madam, actually you used? You used a vessel sealer, bipolar, or much more in the harmonic and bipolar?
I'm into harmonic and bipolar now, but we have many consultants. Like
yes, that was my point.
Yeah, we have 7 more consultants, and most of them are using vessel sealer. So being HOD, I have to look after everybody's interests, how they go about it. And for robot, you are very, very true. I did my robotic training from Harvard. This was 7 years back. But they asked me how much money you can generate. I said, no, in our branch, not much indication. Cancer people should be using it more. So they didn't buy it. They bought the robot 2 years back, XI robot, of course, because they had a cancer person, Dr. Dabas and his team, who used to do head and neck cancers. He's number 1 in world, perhaps. So it's a mixture of all the specialities. They see what they are going to earn from, and now they invest only in that. but we also utilize wherever indicated, not for all.
Madam, do you think that being like we are in a corporates, working in a corporates, do you think because of the extra working persons, like electrician, there is a different person. For cleaning of the instrument, there is different. There is a head nurse. So this is an extra payment that patient is going to pay later on. Do you think in that fashion that if the one person, like Dr. Nalini said, in a nursing home, we trained one person, then he will be, like Anurag was telling, he will be a driver, come assistant, come everything. Like Subhash must be agreeing with me because he's also traveling to many places. But in a corporate, they have a particular, or what you call as a senior OT assistant, then there is a junior OT assistant, then there is an assistant, then there is a technical person. So you have a video editor, then there is another team for it. So do you think that it will make some difference to our patients and at the end to us also?
See, ultimately you have to have your favorite people with you. Like this guy, he's a nurse, and he goes with me for all the workshops also. And I've really trained him, and I insist that he should be there on my trolley. And look at the way he arranged the trolley. You know, everything proper and crisp. And the patient will be in proper position. The height of the table and the leggings. We have hydraulic leggings, by the way. So we can ask for the best of the things in the hospital most of the times. But regarding the team, we have one issue. I've seen Dr. Sanjay Patel, I've seen Dr. Deepak Limbachia, Dr. Shailesh doesn't bring, these two bring, Dr. Nutan Jain. They have their own technicians coming with them for the workshops. And they've trained them so well over the years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that they hold the camera so well, none of the doctors can do that. We often ask them, how did you train? And camera is the most important thing.
Why I was asking, just to because we need to nowadays, because of the medical legal and all the issues, we need to have everything recording. So IT departments comes a bigger role into that. So if you are recording the all our surgeries, then we need to present it in our seminars, in conferences. Then in corporate, you have that backup. In a nursing home setup or an individual setup, you need to go to the computer, edit the movies, coming back again. So that is some luxury you can have. That you think in a corporate level.
Not always. Video editor, we will have to pay from our own pocket, but they have a video editor. And of course, recording system is first class. They will give it on our pen drive or hard disk, whatever we carry. And like we have, patient safety is the main aim. As we saw in the last slide, you'll have a fluid warmer, you'll have a, blanket with warming facilities, and all the central tubings for the CO2, for the oxygen, N2O. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि cylinder खत्म हो गया जल्दी से ला दूसरा cylinder. So those things.
Madam, do you think that we should we are not having that much of freedom to post our case, whatever schedule we want, as though we do it in our private nursing home?
Yes,
because corporate has that particular thing of our booking. And if you are not having it, then there is again problem of anesthetists, assistants, extra charges. If you wish to do it in the night, it is again the problem.
I'll tell you, Dr. Ashish, we have 20 OTs, but all are full. We have only about, say, 8 hours in a week that we can operate. Otherwise, we have to say, please, de do, please, de do. So it is that way. And robotic also we don't get.
So now with the corporate setup, again coming down to our things, like if I'm operating and if it is open heart surgery and something fails, oh my God, then the real questions come down to Dr. Manish. If the system fails, then what next? May need a backup for all things, is instruments, systems, cautery, what all things, even if for your co-assistants also, you need a backup. So what are you thinking of a backup? Dr. Manish?
Thank you, Ashish, for lovely setup. We must have backup. And first and most important thing, you see, this was my first presentation in ASCOG 2006.
Yeah.
Okay. At that time, my first book was published, that is Step-by-Step Gynecological Endoscopy. So we must anticipate beforehand. Second, anytime we are working in a very small town, Surendranagar, every time, every third day, light is going. So we have to brought our generator. Sometimes, as Devan is rightly saying, you pop in and this is Pandora's box, you don't know what is there inside. So you may expect long surgery. As Madam has rightly said, I had instructed, I had signed my staff, and I'm thankful to Rakesh Sinha, who has taught me in 2000 all the laparoscopy. And first slide was the wordings of Rakesh Sinha, that is success. So we have to train our staff, prepare for rescue. Till today, I am taking signature of conversion to laparotomy. You never know. Even after 20 years of laparoscopic surgery, till today, I am saying that there are 1% chance that I may have to go and open it. That is the most important backup you should think in your mind. As we advance, we have to take second number of all these things like CO2, like camera, like second system. But if you are in a starting phase, just like Devan had told, very small type of nursing home, small instruments. So you have to prepare yourself, and always not backup of the instrument, always backup of friend like Ashish who can come, friends like Subhash who can come in emergency to assist you. So backup not only instrument, light, generator, friends, and good surgeon, and everything will be okay, because laparoscopy is very unparalleled skill, and we have to get master in laparoscopy, in a gynecological endoscopic surgery with a teamwork, because individually we cannot succeed. Palmer started in 1946. That was the first laparoscopy, and today we do everything through laparoscopy, except madam cesarean section, because it will require 9.8 mm trocar. Otherwise, we can get a baby through laparoscope also. But everything nowadays we can do with laparoscopy. So it is a teamwork. We always have to depend on anesthetists, always backup, experienced nurse, train assistant. And one important sentence I applied in my life, that individually you achieve, but together you excel. So you have to take the help of everybody in your team, and it is a very delicate hand, foot, eye coordination. So because in laparoscopy at that time 3D was not available, so I say that it is a monomolecular vision, because it was 2006. Now everybody has got 3D. So we have to learn to manipulate our trocars in different situations. We have to start suturing from every end, contralaterally, ipsilaterally, and from middle and side port, and that is by practice you can do it. So it's very good. You always keep backup in your mind, in your heart, and once you have got everything in your hand, a day may come that having all surgery been performed through hole, no incision, and we are thankful. Our teachers, those who have taught us to do laparoscopy, those who have put our first scope in our hand, that now you start laparoscopy in a small peripheral center. So thank you, and we have to keep backup in our mind as a backup. And this is last slide, that you can see dramatic advancement in last decade. We have got everything very good, as Devan has also brought 3D. We have got very good cautery. Previously I started with Eclipse cautery, and now I have got FT10 cautery. So Subhash, you imagine you have to progress by self, and believe me, till today, after 20 years, I am earning from laparoscopy, and I'm investing in laparoscopy. All things benefited goes to my patients. So I have got enough backup. Don't sell your old equipments like camera, CO2. That will be very good backup. Your company don't give you that much of buyback price. So keep it with you, and that you can use to train your student also.
Just to ask you one thing.
Yes,
in
sir.
your so many long tenure of your work,
yeah,
do you encountered with any backup which is unusual backup?
First,
like you never thought of this should be a backup, and you're going with the all backup you thought of, but that day it's not your day, because every time the Sachin Tendulkar cannot become 100th century man.
That has happened during my starting of practice. I had brought generator, I had brought inverter, but on that day it doesn't start.
Okay,
that you would never think of. Okay, this inverter won't work, this generator we have to push, it won't start. And sometimes it is a Pandora's box. So you kept in your mind that is a simple surgery. Yes, sir.
One only what you call as rubber or a leakage which can stop with the one part of the trocar. If that is, then everything you cannot able to do the surgery.
But we are equipped with so much of trocar, so nowadays we don't have to suffer from it. But that can happen. Small leakage from that trocar.
So to coming down to the novel, that I had all the things back up, but unfortunately during the operative procedure, the center has the failure system. You are have a visiting surgeon, you're gone for some procedure to be done, or for that matter hysterectomy to be done laparoscopically, and it's a small setup, not having, like Dr. Manish said, don't have a generator backup, and the system fails because the endoscopy unit works on the electricity, and that fails. What next? Because being a good surgeon, if your light is not there, what is your another way out of it?
Yeah, so first of all, this is a very important aspect. We have just now Manish sir mentioned about all the backups. And the most important thing is that we need to have the backup of power, because laparoscopy is technology driven and entire technology works on power. Ultimately, we have to thank Thomas Edison and Tesla, Nikola Tesla, for electricity. That is why we are doing the minimally invasive surgery. So first thing is that we should, if there is an immediate power failure, we need to stop the surgery, remove all the instruments, because there may be energy sources inside, and inadvertently if power comes back, then something may happen and you are not looking at the screen. So remove the instruments, okay, and inform the anesthetist. And the hospital, every hospital should have a power backup system of generators and inverters. And generally the generators have that auto switch. If you have that kind of a generator, then it will automatically switch on, or there should be a person in the hospital who knows all about this, that how to start the generator. And these things also need to be maintained. As Manish sir said, that generator had also failed and inverter had also failed. So because generator needs to be maintained, it has to be run every 15 days, and somebody needs to check it, whether it is diesel is there or not, whether inverter is charged or not. So these things, we don't think about these things. We are thinking only about laparoscopy and OT and patient. So there should be somebody who should be knowing this. And if there is a complete power failure and you have no option, then ultimately I think we should go back to vaginal surgery. We all are gynecologists, and we can never forget vaginal surgery. And we have all done LAVH initially, so we can go back and finish off the case transvaginally. And if everybody has good LED power batteries, and they are so good now, under that vision, you can
why Naval, I put this question? Because, one thing, we should not go away from our basic skills of a vaginal surgery. That is a skill art, and one should acquire that art, because a TLH, which is only a 16 weeks, 14 weeks, can be beautifully managed by vaginal. If all the resources are not working, you should not be stuck up in that particular frame of mind. Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Go ahead. So, still confused what to do. Is a basic thing that to end my panel, because we have only 5 minutes to go. I think my panelists done a brilliant job. They told me which to be balanced in which way. If something is not working, you should not stuck up. You should move ahead. You should start fresh. You should think in a positive way. In that case, in that scenario, don't be panic. Don't be so much agitated that you should scold your staff or whatever who is assisting you. Be a patient. Be a learner. You can learn from the driver also. You can learn from your OT assistant also. You are not always the perfect or the degree that is only been given to you for your science that is your driven. But it is not some other person who is technically well advanced will tell you the proper hint in that situation. Take that help and make your thing best. Draw the balance between pros and cons and make things happening. So the resilience to the no worries. So always you should have that Hakuna Matata. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Ashish sir.
And one sentence of Tilind: all solution of pollution is dilution. So dilute the situation, dilute your mind, be calm. All solution of pollution is dilution.
True.
So dilute the situation and do best out of you. Whenever there is complication.
I must admit, all the panelists are very much punctual in their work. They are beautifully. They will because see.
One question to Manish sir: how much to dilute?
3 times. They went 3 times. All solution of pollution is dilution 3 times. And that is not me saying, that is Tilind. Tilind textbook of gynecology always says, always dilute the situation. All pollution will go.
I think we should have a separate session of Manish sir.
Thank you.
Manish sir, when shall we meet? Manish sir, Devin bhai, Suresh, all of us.
No. Subhash,
will we meet next soon?
Subhash, start Nukkad of laparoscopy. We will get together Zoom meeting of 10% and then we will do our Nukkad.